Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's Mondays with Spy Labs. I was going to do this thing, it was like Messaging Mondays, and this is kind of a Messaging Mondays thing. But today I want to talk about how being too specific can actually kill your sales. So I was listening to a podcast this morning. I don't know if you guys know who Jenna Kutcher is. She has a podcast called The Goal Digger. She's super sweet, like photographer, and she does business development stuff for women, and I really like her. But she was talking with this woman about how women often undervalue their work, and they were talking about how you set your prices. And this woman brought up something that I keep hearing again and again, and like, I don't know, it just sunk in a new way today, right? So what happens is, I'm sure we're all familiar with the pay disparity between men and women, like statistically, right? And part of that is that women aren't taught to negotiate in the same way that men are. But so what happens is, because women feel like they have to justify what they're charging, they tend to break things down into features, into tiny features, and present a list instead of like a gestalt, right? And gestalt really means like the whole is more than the sum of its parts. And I see that a lot with freelancers. I see that a lot with different businesses where people, particularly women, but people list features when really what your client wants is the solution to their problem, right? So I saw another call that was a great example where they were talking about coaching, right? So if someone advertises themselves as a life coach, they're like, the tagline is, we make your life better. That's a big promise. And I mean, maybe it's true, but nobody is looking for people do want their lives to be better, but they want specific things that cause them pain in their lives to be better, right? Whereas if you saw an ad for a life coach, you're like, oh, that's probably a good idea. But if you see an ad for like a weight loss coach, you're like, oh, bang, this person knows exactly what I need. And that is an amazing way to get in with some big players as a smaller business, right? So the big players, they can offer a lot more, but if they're not as focused as you are with your transformation, you can get right in there. Right? Because what people buy is a transformation. They don't buy, like, I can say, oh, I sell websites. Great. Right? Websites, businesses need websites. That's great. But what they really need is an easy way to reach their customers. What they really need is an easy way to make sales. What they really need is, a representation of their business online. So if people are going to research them, there's something to do. No business owner wants to sit around and write blog posts. Not really. Not if you're actually running a product or a service business that is not writing, right? So that's the problem, right? Don't list out the bullet points in your initial sales copy, right? If you list too many things, as we know, even if they're bullet points at this point, people get overwhelmed. It used to be, I think it was, if someone saw a page, it was 7 seconds you had to capture their attention. Now I think it's like 2. So you really have to be strong with your message about what is the transformation you are offering them or their business or their dog or whatever it is that you are focusing on. You need to tell them where they're going to get, what they're going to get out of it, how it's going to improve things right away. If you list out features, it doesn't show value. It just confuses your client. So I hope that's helpful. If you want more info, check out spylabs.com, spylabs with a Z. And yeah, we'll be back here every day trying to help you in your small business. We're super passionate about helping the passionate people that run small businesses and helping them succeed and keep things going and keeping our communities strong. So thanks so much for joining us. Again, you can go to Spy Labs. We have a get your website, get your business online in 24 hours website offer right now. So check that out. Boom, you've got a business online, and we make it simple because seriously, simple is best, right? That was the whole message here. So see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for joining me.